walk through here, destroy the last camera, and oh no, I forgot the secret area because I failed. Greetings, Terrarians. Khaios here. Welcome back to Harbinger, Episode 2. So when we left off, we had just gone through weapons proficiency and the kind of intro area, and we just cleared a minefield, and this is kind of where we've left off. So the only thing that I did off screen, I haven't touched the world itself, but I did go ahead and grab the grand design just so I have a way to showcase some of the wiring in the map when I come to points where I think it's interesting, and you might want to take a look at what's actually going on. But we're just going to go ahead and get going here. So the door opens up, and when it does, we should have gollum spawning. If we don't, it's because I made an error with the save point, which is entirely possible. Oh, there they go. They're just taking their sweet time. So our goal right now is to drop 2 grenades into these green circuit areas. And I find that if I do it from a distance, it tends to be a bit easier than jumping and parkouring all the way up there. I mean, just plop them both in from one spot. That's how I prefer to do it. So I'm just going to clear these guys out. And there's nothing over here to the right. That door won't open. This door won't open. So don't worry about that if you open this little elevator hatch and you're like, how do I get across? There's actually nothing over there. So don't really fret about that. So we just move on to this next area. And this is the intro area to the portal segment. And here we actually have 2 secret areas. So you'll notice here that we have kind of these arrows, and this little arrow thing, it's made from a banner cropped with a segment of a sign, I believe. It might be another banner. But if you jump up here and you're zoomed out, you'll see this yellow circuit up here, and you just go ahead and shoot it, and this door opens. Now what we have in here, you might notice that a mouse spawned up here. We have a traditional cheese mouse maze. It's kind of difficult to do, but I kind of enjoy it. So the red switches will disable these red tiles, and the green switches will disable or enable the green tiles. And you kind of just have to work your mouse through the course. Let me see if I can remember how to get through real quick. So we'll just toggle that off. Oh, can't drop him down yet. So he's kind of tricky to work sometimes. Sometimes he wants to go up slope, sometimes he doesn't. He tends to want to go up easier than he wants to go down, as you might notice there. So we're just going to let him go down all the way here. And he'll just kind of drop down this level, that level, this level. And then we'll just let him run up. And once he's reached the cheese, which is not actually cheese, but there you have it. The secret opens up, you fall down. We have a segment of a door code, and we have some golden reflective dye to show off that you found a secret, some enhanced healing potions which might come in handy, and some swiftness potions which might come in handy. So the other secret here is with this switch right here that you might miss. So you pull that, and it actually shoots a portal beam up here. And be careful not to cross into the door before hitting this. Otherwise the door will shut and you'll be unable to reach this secret. So you just jump through. You have another code segment for a door later in the map. And then some more dye to show off that you found secrets. And again, more swiftness and healing potions to help you out. And just jump your way through, and we can go through here. And so what we have here is the introduction to the Maddos AI, which is kind of my parody of the Portal's GLaDOS. And she's kind of wacky, kind of crazy. She wants you to, she's kind of explaining the situation to us right now, and she'll ask us to jump into this tank and promise not to hurt us, but it'll hurt you, unless you're smart about it. But another thing to note, there's actually achievements in Harbinger, and one of them is tied to this beginning area. So you see these cameras here that I made from cropping various bits of decoration in T-Edit. Well, if you shoot the pressure pad, it will actually blow up, and she'll give you a little quip about destroying her test apparatus. And then sometimes this worm will spawn because I use rock decorations with the camera. She actually makes a comment about that. If you break enough of her cameras, she'd be like, bugs or worms. There are bugs in my system. But if you destroy all of the cameras, then she will, or you will be granted an achievement. So now that we're in this tank, actually if you stand all the way to the side, you won't get injured. Though it doesn't matter, you shouldn't die from the dart regardless, but just a note, if you stand to the side, you actually won't get hurt. And then after this, she will attempt to open a portal for us to leave the room, and this will happen. I don't know, I just wanted to throw some silliness into her character creation, I guess. So once we go through here, first thing that I want to do is smash that camera so I don't miss it. Oh, and probably get myself killed. I forgot I had the grenade launcher there. So this segment, you're controlling the portal gun station with these levers, and I apologize anyone that was playing the earlier versions of Harbinger, not the latter ones. It was kind of confusing the way it operated before. It kind of worked like an old-fashioned crane, where if you pulled down the left lever, and you held it down, you would keep turning left, and then if you release that lever, you'd stop turning. But people had a real hard time figuring that out, so I went ahead and redesigned it. So here's what the wiring for the room looks like. It's pretty complicated. I mean, maybe not complicated, it's pretty messy. A lot of my wiring is messy. But, so we have the right cyan switch, which will move it one position. The left cyan switch, which will do the same thing in the opposite direction. We have the purple switch, which will toggle between the cyan and yellow portals. And then we have the green one, which will fire the cannon. And actually these cyan painted, I call them force fields, but they're just midnight confetti blocks. They will allow portal gun stations to shoot through them, and what that means is it's really just rapidly turning on and off in just the amount of time it takes for the shot to pass through them. Took quite a bit of tweaking to get that worked out, but that's the way they work. So we shoot a portal up there, we jump through, the portals are disabled, and now we have to work our way to up towards the exit. But again, you want to make sure that you destroy all of the cameras if you're after achievements, and I'm trying to remember everything to 100% this run, so achievement hunting it is. So the first thing that you do is just place a portal up there, and then you can place a portal down here. And actually what happens is Maddos is not happy about how easy this chamber was, and she sends you to your death. So when you respawn, we go through a little cutscene where she's cloning you. You're in a cloning tank. We kind of have you just sitting in water, and most players just see their health pool or their breath meter falling, and then you actually take some damage before you go through. I'm just kind of trolling you guys a little bit in this segment. But once the cloning process is done, we'll be in the redesigned Chamber 1. And just something I want to talk about with the portal chambers, they actually were later in the map, much later, one of the last things that you did. But I had to completely redesign them because originally you entered the portal chambers with rocket boots. in your inventory. You'll get rocket boots later on in Harbinger, and they absolutely ruined portals. It was way too easy to do anything with rocket boots. They were just rocket boots plus portal made it way too simple. Basically any puzzle would if I wanted the puzzle to be difficult, it'd have to be so big that you could never see it on one screen. So I relocated where the portal map is, and I redesigned them from scratch without rocket boots in mind, which is a massive delay in the development of the map, but I think it was worthwhile. So again, we don't have a portal gun yet, and we have this station here, but we also have a new device up here, and if you shoot into them with any projectile, because that's the way teal pressure pads work, you'll see that it shoots a portal in two directions, one here and one here. The portal doesn't stick here because it hits here first, and then this one overrides it, but this yellow or orange device will always shoot a orange portal whenever you fire into it, and that includes if I fire into it with this. So now we can go up here by jumping into this, and we can grab this gem here, and our goal is to end up over here. So to do that, we just need to put a portal up here, and I think we need a good amount of height, but we're just propelling ourselves onto the bouncy part. Oh, not quite enough. And as you saw, we're trying to get ourselves launched right here, where we could put this gem in. This gem will put a force field up here, and unlike the cyan ones where portal stations can shoot through, I designed it to where the orange ones cannot. So you'll see if I shoot here, it's actually blocking the portal from going through, but it's passing through these cyan ones. It's just to kind of visually give you an idea of what you could shoot through and what you cannot. So with this in place, we can now shoot straight up here and get a portal segment here, which will allow us to bounce similarly and pull this lever. Oh, too much height. Sometimes getting the right momentum can be tricky. And with that, we actually need to go back before we forget and grab this gem, because we'll be needing it. I'm just going to make my way across again. Now with this open, we can place a portal on this surface, and we now have access to this gem spot. Now if I remember correctly, I actually need to worry about placing a portal here first. Let's see. Okay, yeah. So this one disables this force field, which allows us to shoot a portal onto this surface. So if I put a yellow portal here... Oh, no, that's right. I want the gun to be pointing in this direction because the cyan switches rotate the gun, and there are no cyan switches up here. I also want the gun to be in the cyan position because I have an orange portal up here. So now if I just come in here, through here, I can fire a new portal, which places one down here. Let me grab the sniper so you can see a little bit better. So now we're able to pick up our gem, because we'll need it, and walk through this portal, and here's the exit. We place the gem here, the exit opens up, and remember to just shoot the camera before you go through. And here we have a Hoik elevator, which just takes you through really, really quick. If you're going to make a really long Hoik elevator, just note that gravity does still affect you. So when you hit the bottom, I actually have bouncy or silly balloon blocks right here so you don't take fall damage. Otherwise, you just splat at the bottom of it. So we'll smash that camera, and the first thing we need to do, well, the only thing we can do is to shoot this. And keep in mind that there is a gem slot here. It will lead to a secret area, but a lot of people forget about it by the time you get the gem. So we go through up through here, and we have this kind of sizable chamber. Let's see. Can't recall if I can just shoot straight onto that surface. I can. So I need to put... Oh, I forgot about this. Skeletron Prime has awoken. The music changes. I threw that in there to troll players and completely forgot I did it. So we are playing in hard mode, and I wanted to make it seem that Skeletron Prime is going to spawn in the middle of this chamber. And the music changes. I'm actually not listening to the music right now, so it doesn't bleed through my recording, which is why I forgot about it. And I haven't really been reading the text. But it has tripped up quite a few players. It's kind of funny to watch. So we're just going to place a portal onto this wall, and we're going to jump, just kind of fall out right here. Oops. And our goal is to just kind of parkour our way to this gem. And now that we have that, we can kind of just work our way back to the gem slot, which will open this up. And with that open, we could actually end up shooting... Oops. I need to be careful to not use that. Shooting into here, which places a portal over here. But first, what we need to do is actually have a way of gaining momentum. So I'm going to place a portal right here on the tippy top. And there are a few ways to actually solve these chambers. I know there are players who have solved this chamber without coming up here at all. Really, however you solve it, as long as it's not super cheesy, is fine with me. So we just come over here, and now we could shoot in here, place the portal there, and let's see. I am missing something. Where are we? Well, let's see if I could just kind of skill shot this, because I need to activate that portal and I'm being lazy. Oh, almost. No, not quite. Okay, so I'll need to refigure this out. It's been over a year since I designed these, so I won't remember everything right off the bat, as best as I try. So, let's see. Might end up just speeding it up because obviously I forgot everything about this chamber. And now I'll shoot across here. And so what our goal is kind of gain momentum. So I'll fall in here and then I'll bounce across. So big jump, gain momentum, and I'm across. Thankfully. So before I forget, I want to shoot that camera. And I'm going to grab that gem again because we'll need it. So just put a portal up top and a portal right here, and we got the gem. Kind of make my way down safely. So what we have here is kind of a little area where we need this gem to get up here to pull that switch, but we can't have the gem here blocking our path because we need to shoot it in here. We also need to get the gem into this slot to open this doorway for the exit. So now that we have this portal surface here, we could actually just come over here, hop in, place the gem, which will close this off, open this door. We can come back through. And now we need portal up here, but since this force field is turned on, we can actually just place a portal up here by shooting that device. Walk through here, destroy the last camera, and oh no, I forgot the secret area because I failed. I fell exactly for what I warned everybody else not to do. Well, that's trapped. I missed out on the secret, but if you were to take the secret or the gem, put in that slot, it would open a door over here and lead you to a secret area off to the side there. I completely missed out on it. I'm not going to be getting 100% on this run, but hey, it happens. And I trolled myself. So we're at Chamber 3, and this is the part where we actually obtain a portal gun. We need to use the portal stations in order to get the portal gun. You could see the guns up here near the top of the screen. And we have 2 sets of portal stations to the left and the right of the entrance. And before I forget, since I forgot in the last chamber, I'm going to grab the secret that's right over here. It doesn't look like there's anything here, but you can shoot a portal through it. Kind of a hidden secret. You might notice when you shoot the portal gun that sometimes you'll see it blink, and that's kind of how it indicates that there's a secret over there. So you go in, and we have these meteor shots, which will help in the next chamber, reaching the portal segment there. We got some more dye, and we have some more swiftness potions, which I find can come handy later in the map, which is why I've been giving them early on. So now our main goal is, it's kind of broken into a few different segments. So first off, we need to get up here, and we need to, we need to grab this gem before we can get up there. We can't grab the ruby at the top. We need more momentum than we can get with just these. We need to get a portal gun before we grab that ruby. But this this segment is totally in reach. So to disable that force field, we need to hit this green lever if you just follow the paint. And to do that, we just place a portal there. And I want some momentum, so I'm going to place a portal there. And I'm just going to kind of jump into this one. Maybe a little less. There we go. And we pull that, and this is now open. And we can just place a portal here and a portal there and grab this ruby. Now we work our way to the other half of the chamber. And our goal is to get the ruby in here and pull this lever. So to do that, we kind of need to throw a portal here and a portal here and use momentum to get our way across. And that's the problem with this. If you go too fast, you're likely to just fall straight off and end up having to redo the area. So we pull this, and that force field opens up, and we could just jump our way across, and now this will power up, which also turns on this elevator over here. So the way the elevator works is it moves either up or down. It starts by going up, and we're just going to travel our way up here. But these blue levers that we have can actually reverse it and move it in the opposite direction. And the wires, while it's kind of bulky, you can't really see the complicated part of the elevator because it's off screen. But it's really not too tricky. I might go over it in a tutorial later. So what we have here is a bunch of levers that kind of toggle these orange force fields above, and we're trying to open everything up, and I don't remember the exact combination that we need to use. Oh, if that's that, maybe it's the polar opposite. No. So I'm just gonna kind of toy around with this and solve the puzzle because I didn't memorize it, which is fine. Almost. There we go. Now that this is open, we could actually just shoot into these devices over here. And they kind of daisy chain. So we face the portal gun station over here, and we shoot in, and they daisy chain across and place a portal. Now it doesn't matter what color you choose here, and these colors don't matter. What you need to note is that it placed a blue portal over here on the surface, so we need to have an orange portal to jump into so we don't cancel it. Jump into there, and we have our portal gun. I'm just gonna manage my inventory real quick. Don't need those. Probably won't use that. And now we could just free ourselves from that little chamber, just like that. So the next big goal is to open up this force field. The second force field that you see near the exit, that's controlled by this red lever. So if we pull that, you see it opens, and over here you can see text that it says it's open for 10 seconds. And once the time runs out, that force field will shut again. That's fine and dandy. We need the ruby to open the one on the left permanently. And we also need this ruby to remain in here because we need to use this elevator to exit the map. So to get this one up here, it kind of a little tricky for some players, I've noticed. So we need a massive amount of momentum to carry ourselves up this great height. And actually the only place in the chamber that you could get that momentum is from right here in this drop. So the first thing that we want to do is to place, I shot a yellow one there if I recall. So we're going to place a blue portal here, and our goal is to end up where that purple lever is. So we make our way back to this yellow because we need this to remain here the entire time. And we're just going to fall into it. I went too fast. So I'll need to slow myself down. So probably go one level down and give a slight hop. There we go. And now that we're up here, we need to place this blue portal directly below us. And then we jump into it, and our momentum carries us up to that red ruby at the top. We can place the ruby in its position, and we need to use the elevator to get all the way down here, where we'll place a portal on this surface. 10 seconds is not long enough for you to ride the elevator from the top to the bottom, so you can't just pull the lever up here, this red lever, to open this and ride the elevator down. It's not going to be fast enough. So what we have to do is place a portal here, place a portal there, just like that. Pull the lever, and in we go. And we've gone through. Now, Maddos warns you not to pull this lever, and don't pull this lever. I have teleporters hidden here. If you could reach the lever, you can get teleported. It'll teleport you into a bucket of lava and you'll die. So we have Chamber 4. It's getting blown up. You survive the fall as long as you don't try to move left or right. But that's enough time for today's episode. I'm going to end it here. Thank you all very much for watching. I hope you're enjoying this series so far. If you are, please leave a like. It helps out a lot. And please consider subscribing to my channel. I'll catch you all later.